Hey guys, what is going on? Quickbrick here with a commentary video on Zagara. She's one of my favorite new heroes I've started playing. Not a new hero, but a hero I have started playing recently, more often. I really enjoy playing her. She is a blast to play. She's not super mobile. She's not like flipping around the map or anything like that. But she does have a lot of cool abilities. She's very strong at lane pushing. She has a lot of damage through poison, through hunter killer, through her creeps and whatnot. She also provides a lot of team utility through her creep tumor, which, as you can see me placing here, you can place those anywhere on the map. They last for 240 seconds and they give your entire team vision on that section of the map. So very useful. You want to mine these in strategic locations, in bushes, merc camps, you know, anywhere where you would want to see where the enemies are. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm starting this lane off here with Rager in the bush. I'm actually doing this commentary over the video as opposed to, you know, alongside. I did do a commentary alongside, but I completely forgot to turn on the mic recording. So I was talking to myself for about 24 minutes, which was, yeah, it was fun. Anyway, you can see there, Reconstitution is my first talent I took, which increases my health regeneration while I'm standing on creep tumors. So anywhere in that creeped area there, that purple area on the ground, I do get extra health back and also movement speed. So that talent just doubles the health regeneration. As you can see here, I'm already starting to get focused early in the game. You want to be standing on a creep tumor as much as possible while laning and whatnot. So that's why you're trying to put these down pretty frequently. And you can see here, Zeratul is just focusing me constantly. And that's going to be a theme throughout this entire game, is Zeratul and Vala just focusing me the whole time. You're going to see they use their ults exclusively on me. It's really funny because they waste everything on me and then have nothing for the team fights. So we are going to end up winning this game eventually, but it is a little back and forth for a little while. So yeah. Anyway, back to her abilities. I talked about Creep Tumor. Her Q is going to be to send out a line of banelings. And those banelings will explode on contact or when they get to the end of their line, which is pretty big. You can talent into it to make it even longer. So they travel a very long distance if you choose that talent. They do area damage when they explode. It's not a ton for each baneling, but if you catch an enemy hero or like merc camps or something like that, and they hit all of those, they're going to be taking a large amount of damage. Her W is called Hunter Killer, and what this is going to do, you're going to target, yeah, see there, I just sent out the banelings. You're going to target one enemy hero, or, you know, one creep, or a minion, or a mercenary, something like that. And it's going to send out a Hydralisk, and the Hydralisk does high damage, just, it like auto attacks them. And it has a short duration, I think it's around like 10 seconds. It's going to keep attacking them until either a couple things happen. Either the Hydralisk dies, either the Hydralisk duration runs out, or the target dies, or the target will like stealth or blink or anything like that. So like if you had put one on Tassadar and he used his little void shift thing, then the Hydralisk would immediately despawn. So you just want to be careful when you are placing that. I like personally saving it, especially when we're playing against stealthies like this. I always put it on a stealthy as soon as they come out. So this prevents re-stealthing, so they have to like physically leave the area or kill the hunter killer. It's really annoying for them. Either that, or you want to put it on like a healer. You know, someone you're just going to constantly want to pressure by having that hunter killer on them. And her E is Infested Drop, I believe is the name of it. And what that is, you see there's the hunter killer, it's going out on Uther. But anyway, Infested Drop, what that is it shoots like a pod down in the air on a small little area. It does a little bit of area damage, not a lot. See, there's the Infested Drop. And it spawns two little roachlings that are gonna sit in that area for a short duration. They're going to attack, you know, whatever enemies are in there. They don't specify like heroes or anything like that. They'll just attack like the closest things. And you can, I believe you can spec into it to where if they kill something, the duration is increased. Don't quote me on that. There's a couple heroes with like with little minions, and I know at least one of them has that talent. So yeah, those are pretty handy. You can use those to like eat up tower ammo, just push lanes. Those are good for pushing lanes. And yeah, those are her 3 abilities. I'll talk about her ultimate when I do get it. I pick up, I think I die here. I think, maybe I make an escape. Yeah, actually, that's right, I miraculously escape yet again. But I did pick up a talent called Rapid Incubation, and this talent's really cool. What it does, when I'm standing on a creep tumor, I'll activate it. It's like a channeled ability, I think over 3 or 4 seconds. And it completely heals my mana and health by 25%. That's if I'm standing on a creep tumor. It's less if I'm not standing on it, but you can activate it outside. But obviously you wanna stand on that creep tumor. This is a nice ability because it allows you to heal up, so you don't have to be relying on the fountain and going back so much. Since she does have low health, this is really handy for like haunted mines and what is it? What is the why can't I think of the name? Cursed Hollow. Like when the tributes hit, you want to heal up before you get in there. You're a little low on health and mana. And you see here, just Zeratil's on top of me this whole game. But yeah, Rapid Incubation, very handy talent. It's I think a 40-second cooldown. And they are just so thirsty for the Zagara. So thirsty. But I do get away again. I don't survive every single one of these encounters, but the majority of them, especially early in the game. So we did pick up that Merc camp, which was nice. They don't really seem how to use their, or they don't really seem to know how to use their ultimates, and especially they don't know how to like chain them together. I watched Zeratul use that Void Prison in like the worst possible scenarios a couple times in this game, just to like trap us for no reason. And you'll see later, it's really funny. Vala activates her strafe like a second after he Void Prisons us, or like a second before, something like that. So it completely nullifies the strafe, and it's really funny because our team all has like low health, so you can just hear like the rage going through on the other team when she activates that. But we're doing pretty good right now as a team. We pick up the first Argon Terror, and they're gonna try to engage again. Balak opens up with a strafe. We take down Tyrande. I go ahead and use Devouring Maw, which is the ult. I try to combo it. I'm like a second late with the Banelings. But what you do with Devouring Maw when you get somebody in there is you throw those Banelings down. It's around 3 seconds, give or take. I usually count like 1, 2, 3, and it's like just before 3 you can throw them out. I mean, of course, it depends on how close you are too. But you do that, and they pop out right in the center, and they hit all of the Banelings. So it's a nice little combo. As you saw, her ult there is called Devouring Maw, and what that does is just in a little circle, it will devour all enemies in that area, do a little bit of damage to them, and hold them down there. It's very useful for team fights. You can isolate certain enemy heroes. It also, you can't get around it. It acts as like a building almost. You can't kill it, you can't get around it, so you can use it on these little like narrow pathways to block people too. If you're crafty enough with it, you can get people and like block the rest of their team. So it takes a little practice getting the right people in there, getting everything to hit. And just kind of watching this team fight here. We do pick up a kill. I think we come out on top though in this team fight. Yeah, we do get Zeratul, which is important. Their Diablo by now is a bot. He left the game, I guess, and never came back. And we just have the fucking Garden Terror beatdown over here. 3 types of terrors just fucking wrestling each other in the ring. It's like a WWE match. I don't think I get Tyrande here. It is close, and they're all up, so I do have to be careful. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we pick up Uther here. Oh yeah, here it is, the Void Prison into the Strafe. And we all just kind of stand in there, and nothing happens. So I'm sure the Vala was pretty upset about that. But that happens like the whole game for them. They chain their ults together really, really bad. But we do get away here. We do have another terror coming up. I'm pretty sure we get like, we probably get like 70 to 80% of the seeds throughout this game. They're just not able to contest those garden terrors. And I want to say that I think this is my first death. Maybe, yeah. I tried to do that maul, and it was kind of a desperate ult, especially since Uther showed up there. So, yeah, sometimes I try not to use my ults like that, like when you're low. I see a lot of players doing that though. You get low and you're like, crap, I don't want to die, so you pop everything, you're popping your ult. Try to avoid doing that. Use your ult when it's the best time to use your ult. Like, I'd rather save my ult for like, you know, 2-3 minutes, even if there's like, you know, a chance I might live. I'd rather save my ult for 2 or 3 minutes and then use it in the proper time to get like a triple kill or, you know, quad kill, something like that, rather than, oh, well, maybe I'll escape here if I use it. So yeah, that was a misplay on my part. I should have just taken the death, and I would have had Maw up. But I do start this push here on this top. I think it's like the first time I've been unopposed this whole game to be able to push. I pick up 2 charges of Hunter Killer because I'm constantly getting focused by Zeratul and Vala, and this just eats assassins alive, especially with the upgraded Hunter Killer. Excuse me. So I do get this down. I don't think I get this fort down. I think they all show up and cut me off before I get it down, but possibly.
The night comes, heroes. Remember, kill the shamblers and claim.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just tunnel visioning this. Yeah, Tyrande comes in and I'm like, oh, okay, I can get away. Nope. It's the whole team. But watch this, watch this. I dive through here. They're all chasing me. And I'm like, crap, I'm not gonna get away. This is my only chance. Duck behind the wall here. Hearth out. And now watch how close they get. There's Tyrande, there's Uther. They're searching for me and I get away. So, hiding in plain sight. It works a lot more than you think. And Zeratul just gets wrecked there. Man, their Zeratul was like so thirsty that whole game. And you can see Vala here just comes in and pops her ult to kill me. But like there's a team fight going down on bottom there. And my Hunter Killer almost takes her out. A Numerak finishes the job. So now they don't have a Vala in this team fight. Or a Zeratul. Or now a Diablo. So they are going to be forced to retreat here. But they don't. They continue fighting. And our Vala opens up with a Strafe. And I do believe we pick up both of these. Oh, she's so low. Yeah, we got her. Did we get Uther? I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. I see his little portrait right there under Tyrande. And you can see Bot Diablo's doing some work there, helping out his team. Beep boop, beep boop.
Do not delay. Your terror craves its host.
And I love getting terror at least once. These things are so much fun to use. They're like so much stronger than the Dragon Knight. And you can really get creative with the placement of like the Q and getting people in, turning them into plants. And he does like a lot of damage. If you can get them in the queue, like I see Valos all the time, or you know, some really squishy hero go in and get stuck by the thing, and like expecting me to keep attacking the base, and I go and smack them like 3 times, and I take out like 80% of their health. So yeah, getting the force down is important, but if you can pick up like a quick kill and there's, you know, no other opposition, I would say go for it, especially in this late game. So I do end up getting this entire top second down and starting to work on the bottom, as well as that frontal fort there. So I just can go completely unopposed, which is really stupid on their part. They're fighting over like seeds there, but I'm just demolishing their core buildings right now. And that's okay, I'm just gonna sit here and auto attack a little more. And finally, Bot Diablo, the robot seed, he knows what's up. Shows up, but I'm just gonna run away. And I think I get taken out pretty quickly here. They all come up or something like that. I'm pretty sure I get... Yeah, I get that down. And then I try to get this fort down. And I'm like, oh, I can probably kill Vala here. No, she catches me in that stun. Vala pops her ult to kill me again, when they probably could have just killed me regularly. But like I said, this team really has no idea how to use their ultimates. I picked up Bolt of the Storm for my last talent, just as kind of a little extra mobility, especially since I've been getting focused this whole game. And so there's a little bit of a lull here in the game for the next like 3 or 4 minutes or so while everybody's coming up. Maybe less than that, but our team's just kind of floating around. Rhaegar has to back off there. He probably should have gone for our camp. Gone a little safer considering they were all up. We picked up Vala there. I'm not sure what she was doing down there. I wasn't watching, but I guess she was just out of place. And she had no ult, I think, because she had used it on me. So Vala getting dangerously low here, soloing this Merc cam. I'm pretty sure she was about 1, maybe 2 hits max away from death there, so finished that just in time. I'm working on these Mercs here. Just give my team a little extra push. Keep dominating this other team. Kind of keeping my eye here on the mini-map. I wasn't watching what was going on down there. Okay. Oh, excuse me. We got Uther here at mid. Pick up Uther. And predicting with those Banelings is really fun. I'm not great at it. Not terrible, but I'm not great. I've seen some people that are like really good. And I'm guessing they just play Zagara a lot. But it can really help you out if you know the travel distance and where the Banelings are going to go. Just to put a little extra damage on them, finishing them off. And we have a pretty solid push going bottom here with the 2 Merc camps. I try to finish Vala off with a Hunter Killer. She's very close to dead, not quite yet. I top myself off with Rapid Incubation. I need to be careful because Zeratul is up there. I just saw the self thing, and he's coming around the bottom here. I don't... Yeah, I die here. Maybe I don't? Wow. I don't. Yeah, I don't... I don't remember everything about this game. I throw in a little BM there, because that's like the 3rd time she's used her ult exclusively on me.
My terror to life.
And they are still hunting me here. I don't know if I get away from this one. He jumps over, and no. But that's okay. Valis, I think she dies here too, maybe? No, she does not.
Your terror wilts. Do not let your effort be wasted.
Alright, Uther picks up this terror, and I tell him to go for the keep. He decides to go for the core and dies like almost instantly. So this thing gets taken down really, really quickly if you have no backup and like the entire team is focusing you, since it is susceptible to all types of CC. It does have a lot of health, but you can like stun it, you can knock it back, so you can really control where this thing's going. As you see, he gets like caught in the stun. He's not even at the core, he's already at like 30% health. So he really either should have waited for the rest of us, or I personally would have just gone in to the bottom fort, taken that out, and then backed off.
It's over for now, but don't get too comfortable. The infested will return again.
But we do have 156 seeds, so we're gonna have another terror real soon. And my goal here was to take this camp and then head back and take the Garden Terror. But our Uther is like already camping there. You know, like people spawn camp the sniper rifle on FPS levels. He's just sitting there waiting to get that most powerful thing. And I tell my team, just wait for the whole team. We'll push in together and we'll win. It almost came out in all caps, so I sounded like, you know, some raging asshole. And okay, nothing really happened there. Uther moves back, and they are surrounding the Garden Terror here. I did tell him to wait for the whole team, but I guess he didn't want to do that. Nubarak does come in here. I used my maw. I thought I was going to get Vala, but she dodged out of it.
Your terror is compost.
I believe, though, this is the game-ending push. We pick up 2 kills here really easily. They were both super low. We got all their damage out. And we are able to get this bottom fort down, too. Oh, no, we back off here. That's right. And I was telling them to push the core, because all they have left is a bot and Uther. And they're busy getting merc camps. But, you know what? It's a pug. Strategy only goes so far in a pug. After a while, I just kind of give up and decide to do what the pug wants to do. I feel that, you know, committing to what everybody's doing rather than like, well, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to go do my own thing, will lose you the game more often than, you know, just sticking together and staying to a certain objective. Maybe it's not the best objective at the time or the correct one, but I feel like that ends up working out better more often than not. And Vala goes down real easy here. And there again is those terrible ult combinations. Starfall just ticking away here while we're all in Void Prison, so we avoid like 90% of the damage. And this is going to be it. We got 4 catapults, Mercs coming in, all of our teams up. And I think they stop us here for like, yeah, they stun us here with 6% left, trying to wrap us up here, but we do end up getting it, and that is GG. So guys, hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you picked up some tips, maybe just some visual aids on how to play Vala. This is, again, not a guide, and just a gameplay video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, to subscribe, to follow. All of those things are going to help me out in building this brand new channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all later. Have a great day.